The major thing with the starting of flight in Sikkim, connecting Gangtok through Pakyong, the major aspect was the branding of tourism for Sikkim, because this helped in the branding of Sikkim, and this was a major thing which all of us from the tourism industry had taken forward to, because the flight could only take a handful of tourists, but being connected with Calcutta and Guwahati through air was a major achievement and a major branding for the entire tourism in Sikkim. So SPICEJECT, before they landed or they took up this responsibility or this project, they had done a long survey. Okay, and as per the survey, they thought that it was viable to run this flight. But now all of a sudden, when our Honorable Prime Minister himself had inaugurated the Pakyong airport sometimes in September, after that, withdrawing such a flight will actually be a disgrace for the nation as a whole. Because after the Honorable Prime Minister and the Honorable Chief Minister of Sikkim were all involved in this kind of withdrawal. Again, talking to the Airport Authority of India, we found out that there is lack of land for the runway and other things. But before the Pakyong airport started, the entire technical team of Airport Authority of India was there for months together to test that technically how good would Pakyong airport be, and they gave all the clearance that Pakyong is good for air landing and everything. Because if Paro can have so good landing, which is much more higher and in a much more difficult condition, why can't Pakyong also be one of the international airports? So we would look forward not only to continue the flights into Sikkim, but also see that how can this Pakyong airport be made international.
Is there any information regarding the other companies to come up to Pakyong?
The major thing that came up actually when any airport is made or any flight is decided, it is the priority which is given to the different carriers from Airport Authority of India. It is not that the carriers have the option to choose. So here actually the option was given to SPICEJECT, and SPICEJECT's entire technical team was there for days together to see the viability. Because they already know how many days of visibility are there, how many days of visibility is not there, and in spite of being functional, keeping the operations closed for 20 days a month, and people who have already taken tickets and they had to rush to Bagdogra, not getting ticket, paying so much for the other tickets to get to their destination, was a very difficult situation. So initially they got 85 to 90% bookings. That was the kind of bookings that SPICEJECT was getting. So monetarily it was, or business wise, it is a very viable project. But when you see the operations and the lack of operations or the lack of interest in operating this area by SPICEJECT brought down the bookings up to 50%, which again is not bad. Even with 50% booking, the business can remain viable. But still, SPICEJECT withdrawing at this moment is a disgrace for the tourism industry.
Thank you.